4th, 2019. We are going to be playing the Zombie Hack by Eric Bloat of Bloat Games. It's based on the Black Hack first edition. The adventure title is by the Rocket's Red Glare. You, your family, your friends, maybe your co-workers, schoolmates, have all had a wonderful, enjoyable day in whatever big city you live in. Names don't really mean nothing. But you've had a wonderful day of celebrations of the 4th of July. The day is closing down. You're all going to watch on the Bayside area of the big city where the grand celebration fireworks celebration is about to kick off for the end of the evening. The clock starts ticking down as the timer goes down for the first barrage of fireworks. Right before that anticipated moment, you hear a large explosion coming from a few blocks away back towards where you would know as what's called the Kenner Kim Corporation, a very huge local company that does all type of chemical work as far as you know. Quickly, the sounds of different emergency vehicle lights and sirens fill the air, headed that way. Seems like maybe seconds, but it's probably a minute, maybe longer. You see and hear the loud noise of a rocket that takes off into the night sky from that same location as it quells the noise of the sirens and the screams of people and goes into the night sky. Maybe as you begin to go that way, or some of your family or friends are going that way, panic is setting in, fear and panic, not knowing what has happened, what is going on. Of course, the countdown clock is reached for the fireworks. They never go off, of course. Something more drastic is taking place. You meet people screaming and running, fleeing past you. You hear the words, "My God, those people should have been dead. They were caught in an explosion, but they're still walking." And did you see that, Sally? Did you? They were jumping on the living. They were attacking people and biting into them and scratching into them. What is going on? Oh yes, this will be the July 4th to remember, to fill the family scrapbook for years to come. However, there may not be anybody left to show that scrapbook to. Crystal, tell me about who you're going to be playing and what their thoughts are. Is there, they're anticipated for this fireworks, but instead you hear the explosion go off a few blocks away.
That. I'm playing Ashton Reeves. She's a huge sports star, quote unquote, in her local high school. She has blonde hair, and she tends to dress a bit more like androgynously. So, like, sometimes she's mistaken as male, though she doesn't necessarily seem to care. Like, she won't really take time to correct people that call her like sir. Yeah, and she's had to take her little sister out to this fireworks show so that they could enjoy an evening together. And she was pretty excited about these fireworks going off and everything. Like living in the city, she doesn't get to see fireworks all that often. So this was supposed to be a good time, but hearing this explosion and now people freaking out and everything, she's just kind of trying to, keep her calm at this moment, keep that adrenaline under control, and if she needs to run, she's going to be ready to grab Trish and do so.
Where would your parents be? Are they at the celebration or did they stay home?
Uh, Yeah, they stayed home. Dad had some work, some things to fix around the house, and mom is planning on making like a big dinner because we're supposed to have like some aunts and uncles come over for dinner tonight.
All right, sounds good to me. Daniel, tell me about who you're going to play and what their thoughts are when they hear the explosion.
So I'm playing Trish. She's 14 years old, red hair, kind of very lanky, big glasses. She was actually not paying much attention to the fair because she really didn't want to come. Actually, her parents made her come to make sure that Ashton doesn't get into trouble and actually gets back for dinner, under the guise that she's supposed to want to have come. So she's been actually drawing on her arms with the Sharpie markers, making various henna type tattoos, which she sometimes does to occupy her time. So when this happened, at first she had her headphones in, so she just thought it was the fireworks. But now that she's seeing everybody running, she is staying as close as possible to Ashton and looking for anything pointy to stab into any bad guys.
All right. Yeah, and as you two, like I say, you see people running and screaming, and they all, of course, they're going in all directions, but you've noticed a large group of them that appear to be coming from the sound of where the explosion came from. And one older man stops and he says, girls, you need to get off the street. I don't know, you're probably too young, but if you ever watch that show, The Running Dead, it's about those zombies. I don't know what's going on, but there's some people that are burned and look like they were in that explosion, but they're chasing people down and attacking them. Girls, get off the street now. I've got to get home. And he keeps going past you.
Well, that sounds fascinating.
It must be some kind of dumb 4th of July joke.
Like a prank.
Yeah. That's usually what jokes mean.
Well, some of us have a wider vocabulary. Let's investigate.
He's more the smart one. I'm the athletic one.
And both of y'all would know this is the city that you live in is a very large city. I mean, it's got all kind of different shops and buildings. I mean, it's a very large populated city. But as y'all move and down the street towards that, you keep meeting these groups of people and, just chaos and panic. And you hear people keep repeating about, you hear maybe what you said, Ashton, but a lot of people saying, oh, they're putting on some kind of display down there and it's going to be a weird fireworks show evidently. And you hear another guy go, well, that blood coming out of that one wasn't fake, I can tell you. And people run, but as you get closer, you both notice a group of these gross-looking individuals that appear like part of their body has been burned and just charred, and the skin is hanging off of them, and they've got encircled around two guys that you go to school with. And you can tell me each of who these two guys are and what you think at this point as you see two of your friends from school that are just captured around this group of whatever it is.
So I'm going live on Facebook with my phone. I only have like 4 followers, so it's probably not going to matter. But I try to run closer to see what's going on with the phone. And I don't really know any boys.
All right.
Are these guys like? Are they zombie people already or whatever?
The group that's around them, you have no idea. They look like they should be dead. I mean, part of the skin. I mean, it looks like their skin has been burned, and I mean, they're just in horrible shape, and they're encircling these two guys that you know from school.
Oh, okay, but the kids themselves are not.
No, they're fine. They're fine right now.
All right, cool. Yeah, I've seen these kids around school somewhere, probably. Either way, I mean, looks like these adults are about to get rough with them. So Ashton will just kind of run over there and if one of the adults try to like lunge the kids or something, Ashton will like kick him in the face.
Yeah, as y'all start that way, getting closer to see what is going on, there's a guy that appears to be probably, I don't know, in his early 20s wearing like an army fatigue jacket, and he runs out of his hardware store and he stops both of them and he goes, "You better run in here and grab you something. You're going to need protection if you're going that way. These people are crazy." And you see he's grabbed what appears to be like some shovel from the store.
Well, it looks like they might need medical attention.
Well, I've got their attention right here when I knock their head off. This ain't no joke going on. These people are real.
I'm going to try to see if I think this guy is like stoned or something.
Yeah, make a wisdom test then.
Okay. So my wisdom is 13. I got a 4. No, I got a 4. No, I got a 14. I failed.
14, okay.
14 out of 4.
Yeah, you don't know. I mean, he has fright and appears to be, maybe you smell a little bit of alcohol on him, but you don't know. I mean, he's just seems like he's who knows what's causing his fear.
All right, so then I'm not going to go to the hardware store. I'm going to continue with my phone to witness, this, it's encircling of the children. And
What about Ashton? What would you do after this guy stops you and you see him grab the shovel and head off?
Yeah, I mean, I also don't really know what to think about this moment. I mean, being a sports person, I'd imagine, like, how did we get here? Did we take the train, or do I have a car, or?
We'll say you took the subway to get here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't feel like I really need a weapon right now. I mean, that seems like weird that I would need a weapon at this point. I'll just keep up. I'm just trying to keep up with Trish, make sure that I keep Trish safe.
Yeah, as you get closer and you see the two boys, you see the boy in the white shirt and the black jacket, the nicer dressed of the two. You see what appears, he pulls out maybe a pocket knife and he's like, get back, what are you doing? And you see a couple of the figures grab him, and when they do, one of them just takes like a hand and just starts digging into his face. And he just starts letting out this hideous scream as you see the blood and the flesh being tore off of his face by this guy.
Well, that's enough. I'm going to actually grab Trish, pull her arm, and say, "All right, we're getting out of here." And I'm going to begin to take her the opposite direction.
Did you see that? Did you see that?
Yes, I did, and I didn't want to.
Well, all right. So I mean, I'm being led away. I suppose I'm not gonna. I'm more or less in shock. Where are we going? Where are we going? Ashton, pay attention.
I'm sorry, I'm trying. I have someone trying to talk to me, and I mean, I've gone over this with them time and time again. Not to talk to me while I'm trying to do this stuff, but they don't listen to me because they have no respect.
They're zombies.
Okay.
Zombies don't have respect. Should we hide in the store?
Yeah, okay, so which way to the subways? Like, can I get to the subways if I go away from the zombies?
Yeah, you could go back the way you come from and actually, get to them. It's not a quick journey. I mean, and like I say, you've got these mass crowd of people with hysteria going on.
Okay, so the subways are going to be crowded anyway. All right. Are there a lot of people in the hardware store right now?
No, when you come back up to the hardware store where the guy come running out of, you notice that the door is closed and you don't see anybody milling around in there.
All right, cool. Well, then that seems like an actual good idea. Now that I've actually seen people rip flesh off faces. Of course, I don't want to get stuck in a corner, but right now I'm not going to think about that. Ashton will say, "Come on, let's get something to protect ourselves with," and pull Trish into the store.
All right, I'll start with you, Ashton. Roll me a D4 to start with.
Two.
All right, roll me. You get to find 2 items. So first, roll me a D100.
Mm, that's a 37.
37. You find a like a 2x4 that is laying there, a 2x4 wooden plank that you can pick up.
2x4.
And roll me another one, another D100.
Okay. That's a. Hold on, this one. There we go. 70. Straight up 70.
You find a set of canteens, like just a regular set of modern type army canteens
Okay.
that you can take and
These to get water in.
yep, or anything else. You can put any kind of probably liquid in it.
Is it just one or like two? Or,
You actually find 2 of them. There's still like a package set.
okay.
Yeah. Because all this is working out so good for me.
All right, what about Trish? Is she going to look around the store?
Yeah, I mean, she's she comes into the hardware store and she's looking around for anything that she can maybe use to protect herself from these adults, like maybe like like a bug spray or something, that she can light with a match and make a flamethrower or something.
All right, roll me a D4 to start.
Yeah, so she's gonna look for stuff like that. I got a 4.
All right, roll a D100 first, and
Oh, do
we'll see.
sorry. Okay. 23.
You find a like a metal pipe that appears to be about 4 foot long that is there.
Oh.
First, and then roll me another D100.
22.
Huh. You find a 5-gallon plastic bucket. It has the lid on it. It comes
nice.
off, remove the lid. And 2 more chances.
Cool. 4.
You find a tire iron for a car, that you can take.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
And 1 more.
Jeez. 21. Did I get 21, 22, and 23? It's so crazy.
Oh. Hey, you find 10 foot of rope with a good rope.
How much? 10 feet?
Yep, 10 feet.
Perfect.
So that's the items you've got for now. If you want to take them all or pick and choose what you take, of course.
Oh, yeah, no, I'll take them. I can. Well, actually, you can carry what up to your strength, right?
Yep, correct.
Okay, yeah, I take it all. I'm gonna take the rope and the tire iron and put them inside the bucket to make it easier to carry it, and then I'll hold the metal pipe in my hand.
Exactly.
Yeah.
As y'all exit the store, the boy that was in the yellow-white striped shirt, golden color, he comes walking up on the sidewalk, and he's got blood and stuff on him, and he looks at both of you, and he goes, They just tore Tommy apart. He's not anymore. They just tore him apart. I've got to get home. And he continues walking down the sidewalk past you like, he was just like he really was a mirage. Like he said that to you, but he was not even looking at you.
That is a sign of shock.
Well, I'm glad that you're a trauma specialist. All right, let's get back to the house now.
Maybe we should go up on a roof because, that's safety away from the crowds.
I mean, true, but if the zombies come up there, they could push us off, right?
I'm pretty sure zombies can't climb.
Oh, great.
Yeah, I'm not going.
That sounds just like me.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, have you seen a zombie climb anywhere?
To be fair, I've never seen the zombie in real life until just now.
True. Well, okay, how about we steal a car?
I'm gonna I'm gonna assume you know how to hotwire a car.
Well, they usually put the keys inside that when you flip down the visor, there's keys up there.
Oh yeah, good
You
point.
watch TV.
Yeah, let's do that then. We're gonna run out to where the parking lot is.
Yeah, you begin that way, and you notice a police car that is pulled up close to that corner there, and is overhead lights are going, and you see the officer that gets out of his vehicle, and he sees you two, and he's like, get home now! That we have a situation going on. Just get home."
Yes, sir. That's what we're trying to do. They're coming from that way. Ashton will say, and point to where they're coming from.
Yeah, and you see he grabs his rifle as he begins heading that way and secures his vehicle there and leaves, walking on foot towards the direction of where you come from.
Okay, I'm gonna get inside of his car.
No, you're not. It's locked.
Oh,
He locked it.
I have a 2x4. Can I smash the window?
You want to smash a police cruiser's window, okay?
You could be. I'll be sitting anyway. I'll be all right.
Yeah, you can smash it. Make a strength test.
Okay. That's 13. That's exactly what I needed. Or I have a 13, so I don't think I did it right.
Nope, you failed. Then you're
all
beating on it, and you know you can maybe do it, but it's going to take some time. And you see a group of people watching you.
I think maybe not a police car. Maybe it would maybe like a truck or something.
Are there any other vehicles around?
What about a motorcycle?
Yeah, you could probably find one if you continue searching in this area for some time, a little bit.
Okay, we'll search for another car then.
I think a pickup truck would be good. You look for a pickup truck because that's going to have tools in it probably. Because people who drive pickup trucks have tools.
Wow, that was just pretty stereotypical, sis.
Mm-hmm.
Make me a wisdom test, Ashton, as you're looking maybe to try to find a more appropriate type vehicle.
Wisdom. Okay. Rolled a 4, and my wisdom's a 9.
Okay. Y'all search. I mean, the crowd is dispersed somewhat, but of course, there's still people that are trying to get to and from away from this area. But you find a little small single cab pickup, and the door is open.
All right, I'm gonna crawl in, and then I'm gonna flip down the visor.
All right, make me just roll me a d20, no modifier, or just a straight d20.
10.
All right. You put the visor down and nothing falls out. But as you're doing that, Trish opens up the glove box and there's a set of keys.
Here they are.
You said they were going to be in the visor.
Well, or the glove box. Because remember it was sunny today, so they probably had the visor down, so they couldn't put the.
Yeah, you know what? That's smart. You're probably right. Let's just get out of here. All right, so I'll throw the key in the ignition and.
Are there any gloves in the glove box?
Oh, roll me a d20.
7.
Nope, you don't find anything else in there just besides the owner's manual.
It's weird that they don't put gloves in the glove box anymore.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
Well,
I mean, it is July.
true.
Okay, I'm gonna pull up like a GPS or something on my phone to get because we probably don't know how to drive back, right? Being there, kids.
Well, I'm
you're old enough to drive, I suppose.
I said I'm 17, so yeah, I'm old enough to drive.
Yeah, as you do that, Trish, roll me another d20. Let's see how jammed the system is.
Yeah, exactly. 3 that time. I don't know if that's good or bad.
Yeah, that's good. I'll pick low for you this time. So
I rolled a 19, so I'm sure I succeeded at whatever I need to succeed at.
you're able to get a good connection to. We'll say by now we have 6G wireless, so you're able to get a good connection.
Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna like download the map just in case I lose connection. We'll still have the map even if we don't have the GPS. And then I'll start giving very specific directions. Go forward 47 feet and stop. Make sure you look both ways. Take a left.
I rolled a 19, so
For driving, yeah, I mean you're doing good at first as far as there's not much traffic here as far as vehicle traffic. But as you proceed on, traffic starts picking up some. You're getting behind vehicles, and then roll me over D20.
Oh boy.
did we
Ashton.
did we buckle up? I rolled an 11.
Yeah, traffic comes to a standstill. It seems like that everybody has got the thought of course, using the most sensible vehicle to get out of the town or get out of the area. So you come into just a traffic jam. It's you're bumper to bumper and car to car right now. It's not moving.
All right, cool. I'm gonna get out of the truck then. I'll quickly hop in the bed or whatever, or not hop in, but I'm just gonna quickly rummage around back there and see if I can find anything worthwhile.
Yeah, roll me a D100 in again. We'll see what's back there.
28.
28. How do you find a hammer? Just like a regular claw hammer back there.
Nice.
Oh, perfect. All right, cool. So yeah, I'm gonna grab that hammer, and then I'll get Trish out of, or open up Trish's door and be like, all right, come on, we gotta keep going.
So while you were doing that, I am looking behind the seat. Like in a cab, you flip it down. It's like that little bit of space in a pickup truck.
Yep.
See if there's anything back there.
Yep, roll me a
Good idea.
D100.
Oh, do keep that available.
You
44.
sound like a flamethrower.
46, you said?
44.
44. You find like a crescent wrench back there.
I put it in my bucket.
All right.
This is useful because I'm a fixer.
So y'all are back on foot moving along the sidewalk, and where were y'all trying to get to?
I comment that it would have been better to have taken a motorcycle. Are we on a highway or are we still?
No, you're still in the city itself.
I hate to say it, but I'm kind of hungry.
I mean, I don't think now is the time to stop and get something to eat. I mean, you see that back there as you point to all the zombie people. Yeah, kind of need to get away from that.
But you realize that if you've watched enough of these movies where it's the end of the world or whatever, the first thing that they end up doing is running out of food. So if I eat now, then I know that I won't be hungry later. Is there a convenience store or anything around here that are supermarket?
Yeah, you could walk down and find a little 24-hour walk-in rob and stop, as we call them.
Okay, perfect. All right, I'm gonna go in. Well, if it's open, I'll go in.
Yeah, and you would think it would be very crowded, a bunch of people there, but there's maybe 6 or 8 people in there, and a couple clerks, as you go in.
I note that they're very dedicated to be working during an apocalypse, and I get some Doritos or something.
Yep, you can get you some snacks for sure.
Yep.
And roll me a D12.
Oh. Eight.
All right, and add 1, so 9. You had $9 cash left on you.
Okay. $9. Did they do any kind of inflation or?
No, I mean, because everybody's still in shock of not knowing what is going on. As it's hearing that there were several blocks from there. They heard the explosion, I'm sure, of course, but nobody knows exactly what's going on yet.
Okay, so I get some Twizzlers and Doritos and butter and water.
Well, I would actually like to get some. Is there Is there is there a restroom in this place?
Yeah, public restaurant. Yep.
I'm gonna quickly start filling my canteens with water from the bathroom.
All right.
So I'll have 2 canteens full of water, and then I guess by the time I'm done doing that, my little sister will have bought her stuff from the dedicated employees of this facility.
Mhm.
And is there like a TV or anything here?
There is. I was just fixing to go down that path. While you're doing that, at first Trish, is paid for her stuff, and she's standing there waiting for you to come out of the restroom. Trish, you notice the local news station's on, and everybody's kind of watching it, and you hear information coming out that some kind of major explosion at the Kenner Kim Corporation, and several casualties. All emergency traffic has been routed that way. Stay away from the area. It's been cordoned off. Possible some type of chemical leak or something.
Mm. Well, that can't be good, I say.
Yeah, probably not. Okay, so how much cash do I have on me?
Roll me a d12 and add a 1 to your roll.
11 plus 1, 12.
Well, you had $12 on you then.
Nice.
Cool. Okay, is there a backpack in this place?
No, I mean this is just a convenience type store. They would have T-shirts maybe, but as far as that, they wouldn't have a backpack.
Yeah. Okay.
I have a backpack. In my picture, anyways.
Yeah.
I can have a backpack. I don't know.
All right. Fine. I mean, they'll bag items for you, of course. So, I'm gonna buy like 5 bit or like I have $12. I mean, I could probably get like 10 or 11. I'm gonna buy as many big bottles of water as I can. With those huge bottles that cost like $1,
Yeah, like a big liter size. Okay.
Yeah, and I'm gonna buy like, how many ever of those I could buy, like 10, I guess, with my $12 from the super dedicated staff here, and
All right.
I'll ask them to double bag it.
Well, I have a 5-gallon bucket. Do you want to fill that with water?
Do you
Although I have my stuff in it, though.
actually have a 5-gallon bucket?
Yes, I do. I
Probably.
have a 5-gallon bucket with lid.
We'll fill the 5-gallon. We'll fill the 5-gallon bucket up.
No, that's a lot of water to carry. I say it sarcastically because that's a lot of water. But I do have a 5-gallon bucket.
Yeah.
And a lid.
No.
Now, we can fill it with gummy bears. I would
Hey,
do that.
look, the thing is that you don't like, you can go longer without food than you can water. Water is very important. You gotta stay hydrated. In fact, here, drink some water.
Okay, I drink the water.
We're still trying.
Well, I think we need to figure out a way maybe to walk, or what about we could find a bicycle.
Well, if we happen to run across a bicycle, maybe. I mean, we really would need like 2 of them, probably, or we'd have to get a bicycle with those like sockets that go on the back, so that you could like stand while I pedal.
Oh, that could be fun. I'm gonna see if I have it signal still on my phone and see if I can find a bike shop.
Yeah. Roll a d20 again for your phone.
Yeah, 6 that time.
No, it's the signals are being in this area. It seems like everything is just flooded over as news is probably getting out. And as y'all do that, a police cruiser pulls up in front of the store, and 2 officers get out of this vehicle, and they both get out armed with their rifles, and you can hear the commotion going on outside as you can hear them telling people to get off the street, get back home, that there's a curfew under effect. Downtown is being cordoned off, and if you don't have anywhere to go, you're supposed to go report to the Civic Center as Emergency Evacuation Center.
Oh, that seems like the place to go.
Okay, how far away is the Civic Center?
You would know, but it's probably going to take you. Hopefully, you can get there in maybe a 5-minute walk. You hope.
Oh, it's close.
How far away is our actual, like, from where we live? I mean,
You will get being fairly close. Probably, you know, if you're going to go on foot, probably the walk home would be about 10-15 minute walk.
So it's
Oh,
not bad.
well, let's just walk
Yeah, we're
home.
just going to continue headed home. Yeah, I'm not going to go all the way to the Civic Center. It seems silly. We'll just
Find so much water when we're so close to home.
because we don't know. Like all the stores might be shut down. Our water might be
How
cut.
much water on the way to the.
True.
As I'm eating my Twizzlers.
Look, we're gonna fill your 5-gallon bucket up when we get back to the house. Just don't question me for now, okay?
I'm debating if it would be funny to watch her try to carry the 5-gallon bucket. And then I decide,
Then we'll fill that up when we get back to the house.
then I decide again. So, well, walking back. So I say, well, if there was a way to fill it up, then we could. But I mean, we don't have a sink or anything.
At the house, we do.
But at the house, we don't need to carry the water. What if we need it now?
No, come on, let's go. We got to get out of here. Like, do you not hear the police and the guns being shot? I assume they're shooting their guns and not just like toting them.
I don't think those are gunshots. I'm pretty sure that they're fireworks.
They're not fireworks. Fireworks are low and echo. Those are clearly high snaps.
Sure. Okay, so I take my bucket and my Doritos and my pipe, and I follow.
All right, the plan is for you to continue on foot to get home.
Yeah, we're gonna walk home.
Yeah.
Yeah, as y'all continue walking home, of course, the distant noises and stuff. I mean, as you're moving outside of the downtown area, we're starting to quieten quite a bit, and you're seeing less people on the street. There's a few cars pass you and stuff. You see, of course, a few emergency vehicles go by. Then you notice that seems like to be some military-looking vehicles. They're going up and down some of the streets, which you would find very unusual, as there's no military installation here in York City.
There's no military installation here in our city. I find that quite peculiar.
I bet you they're up to something. The government is always up to something.
They probably, you saw the red streak in the sky, right? I bet the government did that to its own people.
And if we prove it, we'll become famous.
No, they'd probably just shoot us. So let's keep our noses to ourselves.
No, they won't shoot us.
Well, I mean, even if it were a true conspiracy theory, even if it were, like, they would just let us sprout it off, because then we wouldn't be able to prove it, right?
That's why I have this, and I hold up my camera phone. We can make a video.
Yeah, but I mean, people, they only really believe what they want to believe. I mean, I've seen videos of dragons online, and there are people that still don't believe in dragons, so.
Well, those people clearly don't know what they're talking about.
Exactly. I mean, anything on video has to be true.
Yes. Which way are the military trucks going?
They're going, you notice they're going, kind of off of your neighborhood where you live. I mean, like, they're not going directly into your block, but like on both sides of it, they seem to be going that way.
Oh. Well, that's even more suspicious. All right, so I wanna veer off and start heading towards one of the military. Let's just look. I say.
We don't have time for this. Mom and Dad must be worried sick by now.
No, they would have called.
It's true. Why haven't they called?
Because it's not really a big deal. It's a conspiracy. Let's find out.
All right, fine. You lead the way. You're the more stealthy one.
I trip as you say that. Come on. I'm carrying my bucket. This is heavy. Do you mind carrying this for me?
Whatever. Yeah, come on.
Okay. Now I'm happier, and I skip as I go.
All right, you're going to try to follow one of the military vehicles and observe them, you say?
Yeah, we want to see what they're doing.
Yeah, you're able to follow one in the big deuce and a half truck that you catch up with, and you see it stop in one of the neighborhoods, and you see a couple of soldiers get out, and it looks like they're going house to house, telling people, to come with them. You hear them say, come with us. You're being evacuated.
Oh,
They're
they're taking them.
homes.
And as they do that, both of y'all test your wisdom for me, and let me know if you pass or not.
Aha! Natural 1.
All right.
Nice. 10 over 9.
Yeah, of course, Trish, you're pretty low to the ground and stuff, and all of a sudden you hear one of the soldiers yell at you, Ashton, and go, "Youngin, you come here. You're going with us. You're being evacuated." He starts towards you. He's probably about, we'll say, 40 feet from you.
No thanks. I got to get home to my parents. They're probably worried about me.
I gave you a direct order. Come to me. And he starts, he's not running, but he's moving fast towards your area.
Well, shit.
I'm gonna say, if we separate, we'll meet at the old treehouse, and then I'm gonna get low to the ground and try to move off in a different direction.
Yeah, you're able to. He's never noticed you at all, Trish.
Yeah, I'm making my way towards some bushes.
God damn it.
Look,
He's fixing to be right on top of you, Ashton.
Okay. When he gets close, I'm going to panic and slap him with my 2x4.
All right.
wow.
Test your strength, then. See if you hit him. And you can actually have advantage because he's not expecting that. So yeah. So you can roll 2d20 and you take the lower one for advantage.
That's good because I just rolled a 17. and a 19. So I'll take the 17 over 15.
Yeah, he's not expecting it, but I mean, due to his training and stuff, he's able to jerk out of the way, and as he does, he reaches out to grab you. So roll a number strength as he's reaching out to try to grab you.
10 under 15. 13. 10 under 13.
Yeah, he reaches out to grab you and try to grab hold of you, and you're able to move out of his way.
Okay, I'm gonna take off. I'm just gonna run away.
All right, roll me a dex check as you're running away from him.
Yeah. 19.
What's your dex?
15.
Oh wow. Yeah, he catches up
Take
with
that
you.
array. I had an 8 dex, Tony. I had an 18 dex. I mean, it wouldn't have helped me this time. But I'm just
Yeah, he's able to catch up with you. I mean, you can tell he's in very athletic shape too, and he catches and reaches and grabs. He's got hold of you right now. And he goes, "What are you doing? I know you're under panic, but I'm trying to help you. You're going to have to come with us to evacuation." And he has a hold of you at this point.
I would like to attempt to I want to do that thing where you duck down and then you come up real fast and use your head to smash someone.
All right, make a strength test.
3 under 13.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you smash him and probably bust his nose and stuff and really knock him dizzy for a moment. So
Is
you're
that
able,
1d6 damage?
No, you're able. I mean, you stun him. I mean, he's stunned from all this, so you're able to actually get away from him.
All right, cool. So yeah, I'm gonna run off. And
Yeah, you just left him in
remember
a
how to get to
stun.
the old treehouse now.
Yep, y'all can meet up at the old tree house, which we'll say is going to be, if y'all meet there, is still to get to your house. It's probably going to be another 5 minutes walk.
Okay.
Well, let's see what Trish was doing the whole time that I was trying to get away from the soldier, trying not to get kidnapped.
Yeah, well, she was watching, and And if something was trying to figure out what she could possibly do to help, and then when you smash them in the nose, she just like face palms and then runs to the treehouse.
Y'all have met at the treehouse, and like I say, it's probably about a 5-minute walk to get to your house from here.
Okay. Well, we should be just, we should sneak home because clearly the government is trying to take people away.
Yeah, no lie. But this whole thing is about trying to create some army of like super soldiers or something using children.
Yeah. Well, that would be pretty cool to be a super soldier.
Speak for yourself.
Captain America was just a scrawny little guy, and then once they made him a super soldier, now he's all dreamy.
Well, he was also crazy and like, forget it. All right, let's. How do you know about that movie anyway? That movie's so old. We have 6G now, so that movie must be like.
What do you mean? I watched it on YouTube.
Fair enough. All right, let's go. Let's go.
Plus, it was a comic book first. Jeez.
Try and get back to the. Let's get. What the hell are comic books?
I shake my head.
Yep, you watched it on YouTube, but you couldn't do Hangouts on Live anymore on YouTube. Yeah, y'all were able to make it home, and you notice once you get on your block, your street, all the houses are dark. I mean, there's probably some street lamps and stuff, but it seems like all the houses themselves are dark. And once you get to the front of your house, you notice there's no lights on in your house. The door's closed and everything, but there's no lights there. Your parents' car is sitting in their driveway.
I knew this was a conspiracy. They've already got everything from here. They had to have, right?
No, they probably just inside. Maybe they're sleeping.
I'm assuming I have like a key to the house, so I'll walk in.
Oh yeah.
Or like this is the future, so like it just opens by like a chip in your hand or whatever.
No, it ain't that future yet. We got 6G, but it ain't that sci-fi yet.
There's not something.
But yeah, you open the doors, and as you go in, there's no one there. You find a note on the kitchen table, or what's on the refrigerator, where everybody leaves notes, of course. But you find a note there that's written to both Ashton and Trish, and it says, "Come to the Civic Center. Everyone is being evacuated to the Civic Center. Love you, Mom."
Why didn't she send us a text?
Also, they've been duped. I'm going to go to their refrigerator and get some food.
Yeah. I'm going to take her 5-gallon bucket and start filling it up with water.
Both of you roll me wisdom checks as you're kind of looking around the house and test.
That's 19's fail.
10 over 9.
Yeah, you don't find anything else. Of course, you don't find anything out of place. It just seems like everybody left in a hurry, would seem to be. But
God, I can't believe they. Dang it! Can't believe the government got them.
Well, we have to rescue them now. Clearly.
Yeah. We'll get online and start and see if you can find where the first concentration camp's at.
Okay. I'm going to go to my computer.
yeah, you go to is it laptop or desktop?
Yeah, I have like a laptop computer up in the room.
You're able to do that and roll me just a d20 and see if we can get connected.
I sit in my big bag chair. 13.
Yeah, you're able to get the internet, the cable connection booted up and going. It seems to be working pretty good.
What I want to see is if anybody is reporting any kind of misdeeds or positive things at these at this evacuation center.
The first thing you notice is a bunch of news story flashing by about the explosion at the Kennard Kiln, and it shows that the government is assisting the National Guard troops are moving in to help with the situation, and everyone, due to chemical odors in the air, everybody's being evacuated either to the civic center or to the next city over.
Okay. And I don't see any I go to the like random blogs that post all kinds of weird stuff and see if anybody's posting any I go to Reddit. That's about
Yeah,
Reddit.
I was just about to say check Reddit.
And there must be Reddit. So I go to Reddit and I look for anything on Reddit about the people posting pictures and stuff.
And 4chan as well.
Yeah, you're able to pull up. Everybody's talking about at the civic center. We're passing out food and drinks and blankets and stuff. Everything seems to be pretty positive at this point. But it's it's one person saying it's getting very crowded here, though.
Well, that makes sense. Okay. So, somewhat disappointed, but maybe relieved a little bit. I report this information back to Ashton. But it's nighttime now, clearly, right? Because those fireworks are going on.
Oh, yeah, we'll say by now. We'll say it's probably about 11 p.m., I would think.
Right. Well, don't turn on any lights. I mean, in fact, let's try and get these windows covered up. We're not going to the center. I mean, here's the way I see it. Even if everyone's being evacuated, it's so crowded. There's no way they're going to be getting everyone out in time. I mean, I saw the way those things were spreading. We'd be safer just laying low here and, joining some survival crew at some point and just becoming zombie slaying legends.
Yeah, sure.
That's what I think.
Okay. Well, you do that. I'll make sure the doors are locked. And I do.
Oh, and I got a 2x4. And here's a hammer. So if we got some nails in the house, I'm sure we do. You hammer that to the door.
Right, but the door opens out.
Why would the door open out?
Because all doors on houses open out. That's to the fire codes.
I've never had my doors all open in.
We live in the same house. The door to your room opens in. The door to the house opens up.
You pull up another, Trish, you hear another news story come flashing by on your computer. You probably had your volume turned up or speakers, and you hear something about major explosion at Kenner Kim this evening. Reporters on the scene advising all residents of Big City to take precautions of possible chemical odors in the air. Please use any precautions and all that. As you hear that story, though, both of you make a wisdom check, disadvantage. So you have to take the highest roll.
So 6 and 5. So 6, and my wisdom is 13.
I rolled 2 6s. So between us, we got 666.
Yeah.
And my wisdom's a 9.
Yeah, it probably hit y'all about the same time as maybe you're listening. You stop and you listen into this news story, and you both know that during all of your walks away from the downtown and back home, y'all didn't smell anything strange. You didn't smell any kind of odors as far as chemical type odors.
Yeah, it's definitely a cover up. They're definitely throwing something up there. Just keep the volume down low and make sure the door's locked.
Okay. I'm gonna make sure all the windows are closed and everything, and we'll batten down the hatches for the night and forget what we're doing in the morning.
Yeah, you're able to secure the house for the night and secure it enough to stay there.
I fill the bathtub with water.
Since apparently my bedroom is the only door that opens in, which is weird. I'm gonna like shove the 2x4 under my doorknob.
Okay.
And we'll sleep in my room tonight.
Yeah, and as y'all sleep during the night and exhausted from, of course, the wonderful activities up until this all happened, both of you make me a contest, Constitution.
Okay. 7, so I succeeded.
13, and my con is a 12.
Yeah, Trish, you wake up first the next morning. Then, I mean, you wake up before Ashton does, and as you maybe go, we'll say it's a 2-story house. As you go downstairs, whatever, to see, if you turn on TV, it's more news stories about the deal trying to be controlled at the Kinder Kim. Same deal about use caution. Air quality is very low, and could be chemical agents in the air. But something catches your glimpse out on the street in front of your house, and as it does, you will see a variety of people walking down the street in all kind of different shapes and forms, but they don't appear to be human. You see some of them stumbling along. You see some of them with like bruises and patches of skin hanging off of them and blood running down their faces. And you see 2 or 3 or 4 of them just run. I mean, run fast, faster than you ever seen Ashton run at a track meet. Because they're just running down the street.
Well, that's gross. So I'm going to clearly turn the TV off. And then I'm going to quietly creep back upstairs and wake up Ashton. Ashton. Ashton.
Why?
They're in the street.
The things we saw last night?
Yes. A lot of them.
All right. Well, we got the windows covered. We have lots of water. We have a little bit of food. We can ration that out a little bit. So I say we stay quiet as we can and don't let them know we're in here.
Okay.
Is the new the TV internet still working?
Oh, yeah.
I'm asking Trish. Ashton is asking Trish.
I check it and I say, yeah, I was watching TV and they're saying it's chemical still, but I don't know. That seems suspicious.
Yeah, I don't know either. Okay, how big is the evacuation now? I mean, did they manage to get enough people out? Or
I'm going to look on Reddit for that.
Yeah, you find some information that the Civic Center has been pretty much it's filled, and they're taking any other people that show up to the next big city over. And you also start seeing mention of news stories or clips that go to news stories about widespread looting is going on. Bands of strange looters dressing in costumes and stuff are going around breaking into houses and attacking people. And mention of Halloween costumes and such as that.
Oh man. Okay. Yeah, it sounds like they're trying to cover it up for sure. Since we have internet, I'm going to try to send a message to our parents, like just a text or whatever, just to let them know that we're okay. And then I'm going to maybe go into the kitchen and get a knife. And I'm going to attach it to my 4-foot metal pipe.
Yeah, you can find a good kitchen butcher knife.
Yeah, and I'll use some twine or something and make a spear.
instead of texting mom and dad, maybe we should leave a note on the fridge.
What?
It was a joke because they left a note for us on the fridge instead of texting us.
Well, like write a note. Yeah, we can do that. I don't think they'll be back though.
Yeah, I know. It was a joke. I was trying to make a joke. I was trying to lighten the mood. Forgive me.
Oh.
Is there any barbed wire around the house by any chance?
I would say no, unless somebody in your family works on a ranch.
Raises chickens.
Well, since apparently we live in a 2-story house in the city, we must be fucking rich, right? So,
Yeah.
But no barbed wire.
okay.
And also, Ashton, if you would look out the window of what Trish described, you would see all these strange bands of people walking up and down, moving along the street, and some of them are just stumbling along like you would think they're drunk or something, and then you see a few of them just running fast, blaze and speed.
Holy shit!
But none of them have come into your house yet.
Shit, I've never ran that fast before. Hey, okay, I got an idea. We have nails, right? We do have nails. We went over that.
Nails?
Did we have nails in the house? I don't think we looked for them. No.
Roll me a D20, Ashton. We'll see if you can find
any. 16.
Yeah, you're able to find a few. Roll me a D6.
3.
You're able to find, 4 decent sized nails. Maybe your dad did some carpentry work and, built stuff, but you're able to find 4 in the house there.
Okay, nice. Okay.
I want to look for booze, like not beer, but like hard liquor.
Oh,
Yeah.
disinfecting wounds. Good idea.
I'm gonna make Molotov cocktails.
Okay. And since I'm into sports, I'm gonna say I have a bat around here. Is that okay?
Yeah, like a baseball bat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you find a baseball bat, and you can find Daniel roll a D4.
Okay. Let's see how much of drunks our parents are. 1. Not much.
You find a bottle that you can use then.
Okay.
Those nails, I'm going to use my hammer to nail those through my Louisville Slugger.
All right.
As soon as you start banging the hammer, I quickly go shh.
Yeah, true. Okay, yeah, I'll save it for now.
So you don't put them in the bat yet, okay?
Yeah, I don't want to make too much noise. I'll tell you what. What I'll do is I'll go into say the bathroom, or okay, we have one bathroom with the tub full of water. So do we have a second bathroom in our 2-story house?
Oh, sure. In this big house, there is.
Awesome, great. So I want to take some mattresses and I want to take those into the bathroom so that I can put them around the walls and insulate myself.
All right.
I'm gonna make pancakes or something while he's watching.
And you call yourself the fixer? I'll teach you a thing or two.
Let's go on too.
So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do, and then that way I can shut the door and be insulated, and nail those nails through my bat. Hammer those nails through my bat.
All right. As you're doing that, we'll go back down to the kitchen. Trish, roll me a let's see. I guess test your wisdom.
Okay. Where's my die? There it is. 3. That should be good.
Yeah, that's good because you look at the window and roll me a D4 now outside the window in the yard.
1.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that may not be good for y'all. You see one of these figures that have been moving up and down the street.
Yep.
And this one is dressed in a military uniform, but you can tell it's not human anymore. It's standing there and it's still holding its rifle, and it's part of the uniform has been torn and stuff, and you see blood on its face, and it just has this barbaric rage look in its eyes, is staring straight at you at this point.
Is it the guy that I hit in the nose yesterday?
Nope, not the same one.
Do I think he sees me?
Oh yeah, he sees you.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm looking out the window or whatever. Or is he's outside still, right?
Yeah, he's outside in the yard. Maybe
All right, so I'm going to hold my spear like kind of like lowish, like this, with the plan that if he comes charging at me, I'm literally just going to raise it up and let him run into it because I am not a fighter. But otherwise, I remain perfectly still, and I go, please walk away, please walk away, please walk away, please walk away, over and over again.
I thought we blinded all the windows. I suggested that.
You did, but you missed the kitchen window.
Missed it.
Okay. All right. That's
Maybe it
fine.
was open this morning when I looked out or something.
Yeah. Okay.
This subject out there in the yard, you see him as he's taking you, and it, even though it's not human anymore, you can tell that it has some semblance of intelligence, maybe left some, as it seems to see and recognize you, Trish. And he takes off running around, and you hear the front door as he just rams straight into the front door. Make me a strength test at advantage, so you'll take a low roll.
Okay. So I have a 9 strength. Oh, 3. That's good. And 7. Actually, they both passed.
Yeah, that's not good for you, but it is good. As he breaks this front door, you hear the front door just shatter off its hinges as he apparently has entered the front door.
Nice.
You would, I tell you what, Ashton, roll me a wisdom at a disadvantage because you're upstairs and covered up. So,
Yeah, that's fair. A 3 and a 7, but then a 9. So either way.
yeah, maybe at first you kind of put it off, but you hear the noise and you think to yourself, that sounded like the front door crashing in.
Mm-hmm.
So you heard it, but it's going to take you a few seconds to get there, of course.
Mm-hmm.
You're in the kitchen, Trish. There's an open doorway, and not, of course, not a doorway. I don't know what the word I'm looking for right now, but an open space that goes from the kitchen back into the living room to the front door area, and the front door has just been crashed in.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is there's like a counter in the middle of the kitchen, a counter. I'm going to go underneath this and sit inside the cabinet. I'm going to pull the stuff out of the cabinet, so I'm going to sit in there with my knife.
Perfect. Make me a wisdom, straight wisdom.
15. That's a fail.
All right. You think that you've done good at this point.
Yep.
You're under the cabinet and you hear footsteps walking in. You can tell they're heavy footsteps. They're not going to be Ashton. You can definitely tell by the heavy booted footsteps. And you hear the heavy breathing. And you definitely know that's not Ashton. You're still hid under there. Ashton, a few moments later, as you come downstairs, when you come down the stairs, of course, you have a direct view of the front door, and you see the front door has just been completely busted off and shattered. And you hear what you think is heavy breathing coming from the kitchen.
Okay. I'm going to whistle towards the kitchen.
Whistle in the kitchen, you get no response, but you hear heavy footsteps coming your way. As it
Yeah,
comes
that's the
out
only response I want. As he comes around the corner, I'm going to slam him with my nail bat.
All right, test your dex for initiative to see if you get to go before he does.
Okay. That's 6 under 15.
Yep. So you'll get to go first. So you're going to try to slam him with your nail bats. Good. Make a strength test.
2 under 13.
All right. Roll me some damage.
4 damage.
All right. You slam into, and like I say, you can tell he's wearing a soldier's uniform, but part of it's been ripped and stained with blood and stuff, and you can see the semblance of whatever, mainly of the human semblance in his face is not there anymore. But there may be some still there, and he's holding this rifle in his hands. But you slam into him, and as you do, he reaches out to try to just grab you with both of his hands. So make me a strength test, and you have to do advantage because he has a special feature. So you have to take the lowest of the two.
Okay. 3.
All right, so that's a pass. Let me pull up something right here. Okay, this is not good damage-wise. Let's see what I roll for damage. Whew. You'll take 11 points of damage He just slams and digs into you.
Wow.
11 points. That might kill me. No, I'm still up.
No, not if you took max, yeah.
All right, and then make me a con save, as you feel almost sickened, of course, by this. But make me a con save.
And that is a fail.
Oh no! Make me another con save at disadvantage.
I can already tell you I failed because I just rolled a 15. So I don't even.
All right. Tell me how death comes upon you, and you start feeling in your mind that soon you just feel that you're going to turn into one of these creatures.
Yeah, I mean, I think the last thing I think about is Trish. Trish, I need to protect Trish, and then, then that's the last thought I have.
All right. Trish, you hear hit under your, of course, you heard the booted steps go out back into the entryway there of the living room to the stairwell, but you hear the battle go on for just a moment. Of course, you hear Ashton scream out as this thing, you don't really know. Of course, you don't have a visual, but you heard Ashton scream out, and then you hear like a body hit the floor.
Oh boy! All right. Well, I'm going to open the cabinet and get out of it. And is there another way out of the kitchen besides that way?
Roll me a d20, and we'll see if there's a kitchen door.
That is a 5.
Oh no, there's no kitchen door close to you.
Okay, so I'm going to I'm gonna grab the thing of dish detergent in my hand, in one hand, and the spear in the other, and I'm gonna head sneakily towards the front to see if I can to see if that thing's first of all, what happened, whether or not it did what I think it did, and if so, is it still there?
Yeah, you move that way, where you can see, and you see it standing there over the top of Ashton. You see Ashton's body laying on the ground at this point. Roll me a d4 real quick, Ashton, for your
D4. 4.
All right, you'll turn into a zombie in 4 rounds, so we'll say 3 now. But yeah, you see Ashton's body laying there, Trish. It's just thing just standing over the top of it.
Okay. So I become enraged, and I'm gonna charge at it and try to shove my spear into the back of its skull.
Yeah, as you do that, you hear a voice from the front of the door. Crystal, tell me about the new character you got that's walked up on this.
Yeah. My new character says, "No time, no time for that. Come on, we got to get out of here." And she'll grab her by the hand.
Well, we're not going to be close enough to grab her because you're still staying in the shattered front door.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the zombie between you and me. Would you? Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So yeah, you just hear this this lady. She has brown hair. It's pulled up into a bun. She's sweaty and greasy all over, wearing some ragged clothes. And the only thing you see that she has in her hand is this giant wrench, pipe wrench. If that's okay, Tony.
Plus we'll get you to roll for something else too. But yeah, that's fine.
And so she's just no time for that. Come on, while they're distracted.
What's her name?
Her name is Bridget Ford.
Roll me a d20.
Okay. 2.
You also have a camping axe. It's same deal as a hand axe, but it's like a camping hatchet or whatever. You've got one of those if you want it.
Okay.
Trish, you hear the voice calling you from the front door. As you look and you see and make eye contact as you're heading towards this creature. But you see that this person is actually still red-blooded human, as it says that. Do you want to continue on towards the zombie? It's not really noticed you yet.
Yeah, no, I'm going to try to kill it because I just killed my sister.
Yeah, you're able. I'll let you have advantage on the first attack because it's not noticed you. So
pretty sure.
Can make an attack on.
Well, that's good because my first roll was a 16, so that's not good. And then 8, and my strength is strength for melee, right? So it's 9. So that's 1 under. So that's good. So I succeed.
All right. Yep. Roll me some damage.
And I guess this is a weapon attack, so I roll a d6.
Yep.
6. Ah!
All right. Perfect. You drive into this thing, but it still seems to be standing at this point. You drive into it, and it turns around and looks at you. Now roll me initiative. We'll go into
Oh boy.
test your decks and see if you get to go before it.
Oh, I do. I got a 3.
All right, and also Bridget, test your decks as you can be into. You don't have to move, but you can be into it if you want to.
Okay. I got. Let's see my decks. I made it 10 under 12.
All right, so y'all both get to go before it. I'll start with you, Trish, since you're on top of it, though.
It has a gun, right?
Yeah, it had like a rifle, army rifle.
And it's like holding it, like.
Yeah, it's just holding it. It's not done anything with it.
All right. I'm just gonna try to stab it again. I would try to take the rifle, but I'm not very strong, so that just doesn't seem like something that she would do.
All right.
8. Oh, 8 again. That's funny.
All right, perfect.
Another hit. Come on, hide down, you stupid. And another 6. Oh, that's like the repeat
Oh
of
man, that's on fire. That's great. Yeah, you see it
Kill my sister.
I mean, you've caused some damage to it, but it's still standing up, unfortunately.
Okay.
Bridget, you can do something now. You move and do something if you want to.
Bridget's gonna run away.
You run back out in the street or towards the street.
Yeah, well, I want to actually take off more like towards the backyard because I want to try to stay hidden as much as I can.
All right.
But this little girl didn't listen to me. She's gonna die. That's her fault.
All right. You can go to the backyard and roll. You don't have to roll. You're in the backyard. Hiding's fine. All right. This thing turns towards you. It's holding its rifle, and it just turns and reaches out and tries to get hold of you now, Trish. So test your strength. And you got to do advantage, so you'll have to take the lowest one.
Oh, with advantage. Okay.
Yeah, it's got like a special ability.
Oh, okay. So 18, so that's bad. But I get another one. 13, so I failed both times, actually.
All right, he's able to get away, or you're able to get away from him then. So you're back to you then.
Oh, okay. I run.
Yeah, you're able to run out the front. The front door's been shattered, so you can just take off running out in the front.
Yeah, I'm going to take off at the front door.
When you get out there, roll me another wisdom to see if maybe you catch the glimpse of her going around the corner.
7, so I guess I do, yeah.
Yeah, you catch just the glimpse of what you would think would be that of a girl running around the backyard.
All right, I run after her. And I say, wait up! Probably way too loud because, I'm a child.
Okay. Yeah, she'll turn around and cover her mouth, like trying to tell you to stay quiet and wait for you to come.
Yeah, I'm right up on you. I mean, I don't think I'll take that one.
Yeah, so
the thing killed me.
Bridget will grab her. If Bridget can, she's just gonna snatch her up and like cover her mouth, and then start like taking off towards like the back, like street or whatever.
Yeah, you can cut through. You have a privacy fence. There's a gate you can open and head off to the next street. Sure.
Okay. Yeah. So that's what she's gonna do, and she's gonna try and like duck into some bush or something real quick, and like keep and like get down and try and keep her and this girl quiet for a second.
Yeah, as you do, it seems to be pretty quiet and peaceful back here. You haven't seen any other red-blooded people walking around. You haven't seen any of these creatures walking around either.
Okay, so so when it gets calm for just a second, Bridget will then take her hand off and say, like, listen, if you're gonna survive, you can't be loud. These red-skinned people, they're fucking nuts. They'll kill you. All right? I've already seen 4 of my friends die. Like, I'm sorry about what happened to your obvious caretaker, whatever back there, but right now, if you want to survive, if you want to get out of this, you can't wait around with that. You can't lose your cool.
Well, how heroic of you to manhandle me after running away when I was clearly surrounded by an evil demon.
I told And I told you to come, and you didn't come. Okay? If you don't do what I say, if you don't want to survive, that's fine. You stay here, and I'll go on my own. And you can part with
We're
it.
20 feet
But I
away.
plan on getting out of here.
Between us.
I plan on getting out of here. All right? Are we good? So,
You know, adults are supposed to be helpful to children. You don't seem that helpful. And also, that hurt when you carried me over here. I don't need to be grabbed like that. I can walk.
all right, Bridget's going to start walking away again.
Trish follows.
About that point, Trish, you hear your cell phone, which you keep on you, of course. You hear your cell phone beep. Did you know it's kind of notification or something, Trish?
I check it.
Yeah, you're able to get a signal, and it's a deal from maybe you subscribe to like a newsletter deal, and it says in all caps, it's saying, if you're still alive, flee the city. The zombie apocalypse is here. There is no chemical spill. It is zombies.
About the time she reads this, Trish is going to grab her phone and she's going to take the back cover off and remove the battery. And then she's going to say, stay quiet.
So you take my phone and you try to take the back cover off, but it's an iPhone, so there's no thing there. And I look at you for a minute and I say, "Can I have my phone back?" You know, there's a volume. You can just turn it off. It's right on the side. There'll switch.
Whatever, here.
Switch.
Just stay quiet.
That
Do
was.
not disturb. Do not. I don't want it to buzz.
May I? I take it back and turn off the burner.
All right.
I'm sorry. I just assumed you would have an Android like the rest of the world at this point.
No.
Remember they live in a 2-story house. They had the best.
That's right.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, Bridget is from that lifestyle.
Oh, and I tell you what, Trish, roll me another. I tell you what, just roll me a straight D20.
Okay. That's a 4.
Oh no, that's not good.
Oh.
You left your bucket of items back at the house.
Yeah, I was gonna say I did that. Clearly didn't take my bucket, so I guess I have my metal pipe with the knife is all I really have in my phone, because everything else was in the bucket.
Yep. You
Yeah.
forgot to grab it on the way out.
Yeah, well, somebody was rushing me.
Well, someone is trying to keep you alive.
I wonder if these zombie guts will turn you into a zombie if you touch them. I say as I look at my bloody knife.
Probably. I wouldn't test it.
Hmm.
All right.
Something we'll wipe it off on. We need to get out of the city.
Best idea I have at this point is Civic Center. This morning when I checked the news, it said that they were still taking people. So hopefully they are. Or hopefully there's a vehicle that works.
No, that's like an all-you-can-eat buffet for zombies.
I mean, I would agree with you.
Away.
Hey Trish, and also just to jump in, when you hear Bridget say that about the last news she heard to go to the Civic Center, you will remember seeing this morning on the news it was telling you the Civic Center was overfilled to not go there.
Ah,
Yeah, because I didn't take the battery out of my phone, so I'm getting updated news.
You would remember that, hearing that on the news right before you saw the guy in the yard.
Don't you have a car? I thought all adults had cars.
kid, I can barely afford rent. Well, how would I like? I mean,
Why
they're
are you in this neighborhood then?
in the city.
What are you, a criminal? Why are you over here?
No, I'm not. I'm not a criminal. I'm a mechanic. Okay, I fix things for a living. I'm
I
a,
expect good money. What are you wasted on drugs and gambling?
kid, there should be things you wouldn't understand about the world and the way things work.
I'm just saying.
Well, I guess the way
My
it,
father's mechanic drives a Mercedes.
good for him.
Let's steal a car.
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's steal a garbage truck.
Huh? That's actually a pretty good idea.
I know. I got tons of them.
Uh, well, I mean, I doubt the garbage went out this morning. So garbage truck would likely be at the garbage factory. So you'd have to look up the nearest wasteland or the nearest dump line on your phone that you didn't take the battery out of.
Yeah, no, I know. Well, yesterday was a holiday, so they wouldn't have been out. Do I know if anybody in the neighborhood, like in these surrounding neighborhoods, was doing any construction?
You do know, Trish, that every day on the way to school, you pass by one of the city waste management deals where some of the trucks are parked. You know exactly where it's at.
Oh yeah. So since I know, I say, well, I know where we can get a garbage truck. Do you know how to drive one?
I'm sure I can learn real fast.
I kind of eyeball you. Hmm.
I mean, come on, this is the year 20. I'm sure that they're like all automated by now.
I look at it and I don't think so. That's why you're not making a lot of money. And I walk towards the towards the dump or the facility.
Yeah, you're able to go to the yard, walk towards the storage yard where they keep some of the trucks, and as you do, roll me a wisdom. Both of you can roll it.
4 success.
A 4 as well, also a success.
Oh, well.
Y'all both notice that it appears the gate or the fence and the gates are still closed and stuff, but you notice Bridget, roll me a d6.
Oh, a D6. Sorry, I rolled a D20. 1.
Yeah, trust me, you don't want a d20 on this. You notice what appears to be one of the city waste management workers. You can tell by his uniform, of course, but he is stumbling along in the parking lot, and you can tell that he's probably not human anymore. He's just stumbling,
right.
moving inside the fenced area.
Only one of them. All right. So is he like by the front gate, or like could we get
Yeah,
around him?
he's just kind of moving along, just in kind of random pattern in that area.
If you had helped me with the soldier, we'd have a gun.
Can we get by him without?
I don't know. You can try.
I mean, are there is there anything in the way that we can run to block his vision, like as we're going where we're going? You get what I'm saying?
Possibly not. I mean, because it's all, it's just an open area with all these trucks are parked inside of it. I mean, there's only one gate in and out. So, I mean, it's going to be everybody. It's going to be to go to the gate to try to break in that gate.
Is he inside the gate or outside?
He's inside the fence.
Okay. Can we go around the back and cut through the fence to the back?
Excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. I tap you. Excuse me.
Yes.
He doesn't have any kind of weapon. We could just stand on one side of the fence, and when he gets close to us, we could stab him.
Yeah. These things hit hard, and if you get hit by them, you're likely going to die.
But there's a fence. Chain link fence. Oh, look, there's barbed wire on top of it.
Okay.
Could have used that. Yeah, it's a chain link fence. He probably can't get through.
Yeah, good point.
It's like shooting fish in a barrel.
I agree. All right, let's do this.
Okay. I'll hand you the knife. And I'll say, okay, I'll wait here.
No,
Adult.
yeah. I hate you, kid. All right, so yeah, Bridget will rush over there.
All right, you go up to the fence.
And, yeah.
Roll me a wisdom check. And,
God, I'm about to lose my second character.
no.
I made it.
Yeah, you see the figure that's inside of the fenced area has noticed you as you're approaching the fence, and you hear the as it's coming and walking towards the fence and the gate towards you.
I yell out encouragement. You got this.
All right, yeah. So when it gets towards the fence, I'll stab it through the fence.
Yeah, and you're able to do that and finish it off because I mean, there's no way it can reach through the fence and grab you, but you're able to stab into him a couple times as it seems to fall to the ground and not moving.
All right, cool.
The guts on yourself.
Yeah, so Bridget will then go around the fence to the vehicles. She'll wave she won't wave the kid over yet. She'll make sure it's safe first.
Yeah, you don't see any more movement or hear any noises coming from inside the fence. The gate itself is securely chained and locked to get in, though.
I have a pipe wrench and an axe, so axe would probably be pretty loud. Can I just like put the pipe wrench in one of these like links and twist it around until it burst? You know what I mean? Like using the
Let's see. First, make me a strength test for that, and you can have advantage. I mean, because you're taking your time. So
okay. Thank you, generous DM, for giving me advantage. Advantage. I managed to get just under what I need, 8 under 9.
All right, you were it takes you some time, and you're making a little bit of noise, but I mean you're able to do that. But then make me a wisdom roll, just a regular test.
2 under 11. I guess that.
All right, roll me a d4.
1.
All right, that's good for y'all, I hope. Trish, you see, roll me a d4, Trish.
Uh-oh. 1.
You see one more of the like the city waste management guys in uniform as he's stumbling, and he's outside the fence, walking towards where Bridget's doing this and moving up the street. He's probably about 50 feet from y'all, and you can tell that he's not human anymore either.
Okay, he's moving pretty slow though, right?
Yeah, he's just stumbling and groaning along.
All right, so I'm going to actually move, I'll take like 20 seconds or something to move further away from Bridget so that when I do what I do, it gets him to go the other way. And then I'm going to yell. I'm going to make some noise. In fact, I'm going to run to the fence and I'm going to like hit the fence with my metal stick to try to make some noise and see if he comes and turns towards me.
He does turn towards you, and at the same time, Bridget, if you're working on opening and lock, you see this going on. You look and see what's happening, but he does turn and start moving your way, Trish.
Is there barbed wire on top of the fence?
There is.
Okay, sure. All right, I'm going to take my jacket off and in one hand, and I'm going to try to climb the fence, and I'm going to throw it over the top and try to like skirt over the barbed wire.
Yep, just make a regular dex. I mean, you're doing it pretty fast, so just make a regular dex.
Yeah, my dex is terrible. This is where I fall. 17 over 7, so I do not do that.
Yeah, you're trying to get your way up to it, and you feel him reach out and grab towards your legs as you move up there. Bridget, you see this.
Did I get the fence open?
You have just about got it open as all this is going into play.
Shit. I'll take my axe and is it like, can I run there and then hit him, or is he taking?
Yeah, everybody just test your dex for initiative, and we'll see who goes in order.
Oh, now I rolled that. I go before him.
All right.
Nat 20.
Oh, no. All right, Trish, you get to go first as this thing's trying to grab and seem to grab hold of your legs.
I'm going to try to get over the fence.
All right, make another dex.
All right, come on, baby. I need that 4 for this.
Oh, no.
I rolled another 17.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you're trying your best to get over it. He is going to reach out and try to seem to pull you off the fence, but clawing into you at the same time. So make a strength. Yes.
Oh, 2. That's good, right? Or is bad? I don't know.
No, that's bad.
Yeah,
That means he No, you're right. I mean, yeah, if you were, that's right. He misses the hold of you. That's right. Bridget, you see this thing try to grab Trish and pull her off the fence, but it doesn't go to play as you can get closer.
Ah! I yell.
Wait, do the enemies have? Do you miss or do you hit on the? Do you go under or over to see if the enemies?
If you pass, if the enemy pass, if you pass your test when the enemy attacks, you succeed, isn't it? Or if I got it
you
wrong?
avoid it. Yeah. Yeah.
So
that's
you
not-
killed me earlier. You got it backwards earlier. 'Cause
Oh man, well that's my
I
fault.
at me. Yeah. So I lost the character.
Well, that's,
okay.
that's my
I
fault.
was thinking it was weird, but like I was like, no. I mean, I guess he knows what he's doing. I should have questioned it then.
Well, yeah, if you would have asked me then, because that's my fault. I got it backwards.
Yeah. So all right, that's fine. Maybe Trish won't die. Anyway, it's his turn now, right? Or no?
No, it's yours. It's yours that you run up on it.
So yeah, Bridget. So I can get with him, melee with him.
Oh yeah.
All right, so I'm just gonna bring my axe down on his head. Yeah, see if I can. And 18.
All right, so you miss him, huh?
Yeah.
All right, we are back to you then, Trish.
Okay. I'm gonna once again try to get over the fence.
All right. You can have advantage this time because you're really trying to scoot across it.
Yeah, I really need this. Well, that's good because I failed. And let me see if the second one makes it. Yep, got 2 the second time. All right, so
Yeah, you're able to scoot over it now.
yeah, I very haphazardly take myself up over the fence and drop on the other side and land on my butt.
Yeah, Crystal, I wish you'd pointed that out earlier because it's likewise when a zombie attacks, the survivor must roll below its strength against a melee and dex against its range to avoid taking damage.
Yeah, I was thinking then I was like,
Yeah, I wish you would have because I guess for
No,
just some reason in my mind I had it backwards at that point.
it's all making good story. It's a good story so far. I got Bridget fighting with the zombie now.
Yeah, you see Trish scoot over and fall across inside. She's inside the fenced area now, but this thing turns towards you, Bridget, since Trish made it across. So test your strength.
Okay. 6 under 9, so I made it.
Yeah, so you're able to scoot and get away from it then if you want to.
Did I manage to open the gate already?
When you get back, you see where maybe you were so concentrated on all this at once. You see now the lock has been broken off, where you can just take it off in the chain and gain entry.
All right, cool. So, do I have to ring the chain around every rung though?
Oh no, you just jerk it out real quick.
Oh, okay. So it's just like rolled around once. Okay. I was thinking it was like wrapped around like 6 times or something. You know?
Oh no.
All right, cool. Good. So yeah, then I'll jerk it open and run inside and say, "Little girl, this way," and I'm gonna head toward the truck.
Okay. All right. I follow.
You see the trash man is stumbling and lumbering along, moving very slowly back towards y'all's way. He's still on the street itself, but he's coming that way, but at a very slow pace. But you're able to find one of the city trucks that is open.
Okay.
When we get in, I say, also sanitation workers get paid really well too.
Yeah, that's great, kid. So I'm assuming it's not a key, right? It's just a button, like a military vehicle.
Nope, it has a key. Keyhole.
Do I actually have the key?
I don't know. Do you? Nope.
Flip the visor. I'm gonna look at the visor. I'm gonna look at the visor.
You pull the visor down, and a set of keys falls out.
Nice.
All right. Cool. So yeah, nice. And then I'm gonna crank up the vehicle.
Yep, you can do that. It cranks right up.
All right, and then I'm gonna begin driving out the front gate.
Yeah, make me just make a dex test.
All right.
That's good.
I might have made it. 7 out of 12.
Nice.
Yeah, you're able. You've been a mechanic, of course. I mean, you've got experience. You're able to maneuver this truck and make it through the gate. And as you do, you hit that city worker and squash him down too as you go out the gate.
Nice.
Say, my father used to be a trucker. He used to take me out on the road with him when I was a little girl. That would explain how I can drive it.
Oh, I'm sorry, I wasn't listening. What'd you say?
I said my name is Bridget.
Oh, I'm Trish. Nice
Wow.
to meet you.
You helped me out back there, so thanks.
I'm pretty good at the zombie killing thing. I gotta tell you.
So it was that back there that that
Me and my sister were gonna start a zombie killing team, but she didn't do so well in their first try.
it happens.
It does. Didn't happen yesterday. Well, I guess it happened yesterday. It didn't happen the day before.
Yeah, it happens the past few days, I'd say.
Should we collect the garbage as we drive?
I think we should focus on getting out of the city. I don't think the city will dock us this time.
Fair enough. All right. We're going to drive, right? And I guess I'll just keep my eyes peeled if I see any zombies.
Technically, I'm going to drive. You're like, what, 12?
14. I mean, I'm with you. We're driving. We're a
Yeah.
team.
Well, if the gas stations still work, I guess you're going to learn how to drive a 18-wheeler. Or at least a dump truck.
Yeah, your plan is to try to hit out of the city as you're trying to find an easy path and a road to get out. Maybe it's not congested. And so Bridget rolled me just a D20.
Okay. And also, I do want to find one that's not, too badly congested. But I don't mind taking a little damage to my body in order to get out. And it was what were we checking?
Just roll D20.
Oh, okay, 14.
Yeah, the first route you take, you maneuver along, and then you come to where a roadblock has been set up, and there's a couple military vehicles there. No one's around them and stuff, but the road is blocked. There's cars and stuff. You can't get through that way at all.
If they have guns up there?
Maybe. We should probably check it out.
Do I see any? I don't see anything or anyone.
No, y'all don't see anybody up there, any living or dead people moving around. You don't see any kind of anything going on. It's just like everything, all the vehicles have been sit there abandoned.
Okay. Well, we got to move those
Yeah.
cars out of the way. So.
Sure. All right. Okay. So yeah, and I mean they're military vehicles as well, so those wouldn't take keys. All right. So yeah, I'll begin to slowly drive that way. How far away are we?
You're able to probably get within, we'll say, 60 feet of it before you have to stop and can't go any further.
Okay.
Yep.
That's fine. Yeah. So we'll,
start moving the cars.
yeah, and I'm not going to kill the engine. I'm going to leave the engine in idle or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm going to go over to one of these military vehicles.
Yeah, you get up to them, and you notice once you get up to the roadblock, the military vehicles, and they've got, the traffic cone barricades and stuff up. You notice on past them, a portion of the road is open. I mean, like after you go past those barricades, there's this military vehicle sitting down the road is open. Past them.
Okay, I'll begin to look around one of the do I see anyone inside of me military vehicle?
No, you see there's like a truck, whenever the deuce and half truck, and then you see there's a Humvee sitting there too.
Nice.
But there's nobody there.
Okay.
Which one's the furthest away from us? So which one's on the other side? So like if we were to go through the roadblock, what's the last thing that we'd have to pass? And we should try that one. We'd have to move everything.
Yeah, you'd have to, I would say the closest ones to the open side of the road would be the Humvee.
Yeah.
And they go off road really well too. So
okay, as we're moving through these vehicles, I want to keep my eyes open for any guns.
Yeah, roll me a wisdom, and you can have advantage.
Okay, I just rolled a 6, so
Yeah, so you pass.
yeah.
Roll me a d20.
an 8.
You don't see any guns, but you do find some cans of pepper spray that you can take.
Oh, nice.
I mean, okay, fair enough.
I would also like to look
Put
if it's
down a usage die as a D8 for that, the pepper spray, if you use it. And what it does is a stun effect, which basically it does 1 point of damage and it has another effect to stun somebody.
nice. I would like to also look if that's possible, or if that didn't come possible.
Yeah, roll your wisdom. Then you can have advantage.
Okay. 3 and 7. So I think both of them succeeded, actually.
All right, D20.
All right, let's see. Come on, baby. 10.
You find a stun gun,
Aha.
a taser,
Taser. Nice.
and it has a usage die. We'll say a D8.
Nice. All right, so I'm proud of my taser, even though I have treble decks. I'm assuming it's a
Is it a taser like a hand taser or a taser like a gun taser?
It's like the gun, the full size one.
shoots a little arrow, whatever the destruction.
Yeah, the little projectiles.
And you only have one shot then. You don't have like a D8 use, right? You
Well,
just-
yeah, I mean, just for game purposes, you're going to have a D8 with it.
Could be the battery, basically. Maybe.
Yeah. Maybe. I mean, this is the future. Maybe they wrap themselves back up now.
I don't know.
But yep, you find that, and also both of y'all, if you want to, roll me a D100 one time, and maybe you can find something else that may be useful.
Yes, I lost my bucket. 46.
46. Oh wow! You find a gallon jug that's full of it's bleach, a gallon jug of Clorox bleach.
Oh, nice.
6 exactly. If this was Call of Cthulhu, I'd be doing great right now.
Oh, this is going to be funny because it's some earlier you asked for this, but it's not exactly this. But you find a 5-foot ball of wire, not like barbed wire, but just wire, regular wire.
Okay, I'll take it. That could be useful.
But yeah, y'all were able to get the Humvee going. I mean, it cranks right up, running and going.
All right. Roll of wire. It's not. You said it's not barbed wire, so it's just like
No, it's just regular like wire, just regular. I don't know what it's called, but just regular
copper
wire.
wire.
Yeah, kind of like a thin copper wire. Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, that could be good for a lot of things. All right, so I'll put that in the back of the Humvee that we're gonna get in, and then when we get in, I'll push the button for the Humvee to come on.
Yeah, it's running and going. It's ready to go.
You know, my favorite rapper has one of these. So it's much more plush inside.
Now you have one too, kid.
That's true. I sit back low in my seat.
All right, so yeah, I don't mind if you ride in the back. It's probably safer back there. Buckle up.
In the back.
Yeah, I thought you said something about riding in the back seat.
No, I sit back in my seat.
Oh, okay. Either way, buckle up.
Of course.
Richard also buckles up.
And you're going to head out on the highway.
Mhm.
I mean, yeah, I'm assuming I'm like driving off as I'm like riding off, going buckle up, and then I'm buckling up as I do it.
Yep, you do that, and as you head out on the highway, let's take us a quick viral break and come back and see where the highway to hell leads.
All right.
Sounds good.
Yeah, Chris, I wish you would have pointed out earlier about that deal. I don't know. Sometimes I get confused on that. I don't know why.
Yeah, it's fine. I was sitting there thinking like, but then I was also thinking like, well, I guess that's the zombies attack, and so the zombie succeeds against me. And I was thinking, well, that's kind of dumb. It seems like the zombie should have to fail to hit me,
Well,
because
you actually something else I forget. You were actually supposed to add. You're supposed to add. That was the worst one that could have went after y'all. He was 5 HD. You were supposed to add a +4 to your rolls.
Oh, right. I always forget about that.
Yeah, I forget about that too, man. I don't know.
I always forget about that when I play the Black Hack.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
forget about that. For some reason, I get confused. I don't know why I get turned around. If I
Yeah,
think,
yeah. If you
I
would,
think in Simbarum it's the other way. Like you roll for the bad guys, if I'm not mistaken. And if they succeed, no, that's not true either. I don't know. It is confusing, but
but anyway, it played out game style as far as
yeah, it was
yeah,
good. As long as my character didn't die on it. Crystal's character is dialed.
yeah.
See, Crystal, you had to add 4 +4 to the roll.
Well, see,
You would have eventually failed anyway, adding that +4. I mean,
yeah, but now, crap. Now we have one of them wholesome stories of like two people that meet in a zombie apocalypse and end up becoming like best friends.
that's right.
That's right.
But yeah, you're able to get the Humvee going and head out on the highway. Where do you want to go? What do you want to do? What's y'all's plans at this point on the date?
Looking for adventure, whatever comes our way.
Well, we're heading to the next town, right? That's our plan.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, where else could we possibly go?
Do you want to go to the next, like where the next big city is, or do you want to hike hit some of the smaller towns?
I mean, yeah, if we come through a town, I'll slow down and look for sure. I mean, especially because like the further out we get, the less like zombies and stuff there should be technically, right?
Well, if the information that we have is correct, because we don't know if they came from other places too. That we're assuming they all came from this one spot.
So I'll say, what I'd say is let's kind of outskirt the big cities for now, because like we know that there are lots of zombies in the city. So let's kind of try and stay away from that for now, and let's only hit small towns. So I want to go like out, like so if like we're in Texas, for example, and like let's say we just got out of Dallas, rather than heading from Dallas over to like the next city over. I don't know which one is which, or which city is next to Dallas. But I'm just going to hit like the small towns between those. You get what I'm saying, right?
Yeah, I mean you're able to go to some of the outlying regions, and you notice there are some people maybe if you want to stop and talk to, but it's a lot of what appears a lot of people have evacuated these areas also.
Yeah. No, I mean like basically what I'm doing is we're going to try and live on these outskirt towns for now, where either if there are no zombies, that's great. But if there are any zombies, hopefully it'll be very few.
Do you want to make contact with some of these townsfolk or not, though?
If they're not zombies, why not?
If they're not zombies, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, if they're not zombies, yes.
Yeah, you're able to and they fill you in on the news, pretty much basically what y'all have heard, and they're telling everyone to just stay in their houses until everything seems to be contained. I mean,
yeah, I'm gonna start telling these people like, yeah, that's kind of bullshit. Like, the best thing for you guys to do would be like, don't just stay in your house, but like let's try to all like get to one place together, a hospital, something like that, something that we can secure, set up some patrols. That's going to be the best thing for us to do. Let's start getting supplies to that place immediately.
yeah, and some of them would agree with you, and others, are staunch, in believing in everything the news and everything tells you. We're going to do. They told us to stay in our houses. We got plenty of beanie weenies and spam. We'll be okay.
Okay, that's cool. Everyone who does agree with me, let's start headed over to the hospital. Hopefully, we'll have some nurses and stuff. I mean, that would be great. We need medical people and stuff like that.
Yeah, as you get to the hospital, you're still driving the Humvee. You still want to take it, knowing that it's a marked military vehicle.
Yeah.
I mean, a car, right? So
Reason I kind of have a reason why I have it. I came from that city, so I don't know if they'll blame me. You know what I mean? Like if the military catches me with it at this point, I don't know if they'll necessarily blame me. Like, okay, you were getting out, whatever, and then you didn't have another transport. I'll give it back to them if they ask for it back. It's not like I'm gonna fit.
Huh. Yeah, y'all go to the hospital.
Although realistically, I'm keeping it. Let's just.
Y'all pull up in front of the hospital, and you notice a couple of military Humvees and a military truck that is parked in front of it there.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell everyone. I'm gonna the people that come with us. We start setting up this shelter and stuff. I'm gonna tell them grab military vehicles because they're armored. They're probably full of fuel anyway.
man,
And we only need buttons to.
there might be people here that are survivors. I don't think we should start stealing their cars.
No, the military vehicles.
Yeah, they're probably inside the hospital, right? So before we start stealing their cars, do you think we should see who's inside?
Oh, there were already people in the hospital?
Well, we see vehicles here.
Yeah, you see the military vehicles parked out in front of the hospital, and you don't see anybody out in the parking lot. But there's vehicles, and appears to be staff here.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay. I'm sorry. I'm getting ahead of myself. For some reason, I'm already we're in the apocalypse. You know what I mean?
Oh, this is probably we'll say day 3, day 4, I would think.
All right, so yeah, I'm gonna go in to the hospital, and I'm gonna sound like a psycho.
No, as soon as you get out of the trucks and head towards the hospital, both of y'all are in the group of people with you. Y'all hear horrible screams coming, and you see some nurses start running out the door. And as they do, one of the Trish, you would notice first, of course, you see one of these soldiers with his uniform torn and stuff running out the door, chasing. He's not holding a rifle, but he's chasing the nurse, and you can tell he's not human.
Oh my God! So I yell out, "He's been infected!" And then I hide. I'm gonna get back in the car.
Yeah.
Hit him with the car. Hit him with the car.
Well, can I drive over to where these other military vehicles are?
Y'all were parked right by them. You parked pretty close to them, I would think. And I mean, you're on foot right now out in front of the hospital entrance.
Do I see any zombies near those other military vehicles?
No, all you saw was the guy that you saw the nurses run out, and you saw the one what appeared to be soldier like you saw earlier. It is jumped and attacking the nurses.
Okay, good. All right, when Trish gets back in, I'm going to get out real quick, and I'm going to say, buckle up. I'm going to keep the engine running. I just want to take a quick peek in those other military vehicles. Are there any guns?
Well, first of all, some of the people that maybe came with you, the group of people you've seen, they've dispersed and just panicked and fled and run off. They're not around you anymore. But roll me a wisdom for that.
4.
All right, so we'll pass. Roll me a D. Let's see. Let me pull up my little sheet here. Just roll me a D20 and I'll fix it from there.
18.
Perfect. You needed that anyway. So now roll me a D8.
6.
You find a automatic rifle, a military automatic rifle sitting in
Oh,
there.
nice. Okay, yeah. So I'll grab that, and then I will, and then I'll jump back into the Humvee.
Yeah, and we'll put usage D10 on it. It'll be fine.
You're not gonna shoot the thing that's killing the nurses.
No, I'm not going to waste ammo on saving people that don't matter right now.
They're nurses. They're medical people.
I know, but we got to get out of here. The zombies are in the hospital. The plan's blown.
One zombie.
All right, I'll run it over, and then I'll put the car in drive, and I will go to hit the zombie with the
If
car.
you try to run him over, you're going to run over nurses too.
Oh, okay.
He's attacking them. He's right on top of them, eating them.
He's eating them already. No, I'm not. No, we're out of here.
Too late now.
Yeah, I'm driving away.
Yep, you're able to drive away then, and you saw no more. You saw no more military personnel come out to try to stop the one, or you saw no more of the infected come out either. I mean, it's just the one that you saw so far.
Hey, you said machine gun earlier. Do you mean like assault rifle?
What you just got out of the truck? Yeah, I said an assault rifle, a military rifle.
Okay, all right. Sorry, I thought you said machine gun for some reason.
Yeah, it's just a standard rifle.
All right, great. It was a D10 usage.
Yep, D10.
All right, good. Sorry, I was trying to write it down and I had to kept clicking away. Okay. All right, so we're back up on the highways. Yeah, I'm gonna start heading out, like, again, away from the city towards the next, like, small town.
Yeah, you come to a pretty small. I mean, it's a very small outlying town. And when you get there, you notice some of the barricades that have been put up along the edge of the road. Do not enter, blah blah blah. But I mean, they've been pushed open where one vehicle can maneuver in and out of them to get into the town. There's no guards posted there. You see no local law enforcement. You see nobody. There's no people moving around either that you see out on the street. Seems to be just dead and quiet.
It seems like the plague's already visited this place.
Well, or they're hiding.
All right, let's slowly go in and see what's going on.
I'm gonna check. Is there internet?
There is. I was just fixing to see that, Trish. You get another little beep on your phone. Y'all have heard nothing from your parents anytime during this 3 or 4 days. I mean, you've got nothing, but you hear a beep, a notification on your phone again.
I mean, Bridget hasn't been trying to contact her parents.
I check it.
Yeah, Trish, you see that more news stories that are flashing across Reddit and all these other places. You see it's talking about some type of infection. It doesn't know if it's viral, bacterial infection is spread, going almost countrywide. Unknown, and some sources say it's a government conspiracy that the government's done it, and you start seeing notes about a chemical explosion has caused this. I mean, you hear all kind of just wild conspiracy theories, but it appears that this thing has become more widespread than just inside a big city.
Well, it seems to me that this is all over the place, and we need to find a place to stand our ground and figure out where we're going to move forward. We can't just keep running.
I agree. That was what I was wanting to do the last place. I was wanting us to go in there, try and get the place secure.
Well, and then you ran and let the people die.
Yeah, because the zombies were already inside. Did you not see?
I saw one. The same kind of zombie that you ran from too when it killed my sister.
Yeah, well, maybe that's because those are the kind of zombies that killed 4 of my friends. Sorry, if I can see that thing rip apart 4 different people, I'm not going to get anywhere near it.
Well, we got a rifle.
Yeah, and we need to conserve ammo. It's not like these things are going to be around forever,
I mope.
Well, yeah, this little town, as you progress into the little town, I mean, you see some animals, dogs, cats, whatever, running along some of the streets that appears to be either deserted or maybe like suggested maybe the people have all barricaded themselves in their houses or businesses or whatever.
Oh, so what I wanted, the reason why I asked about the internet is I wanted to pull up the maps and see if there's a hospital in this town.
Yeah, you notice that this is a very small town. It appears to be they have like a 20 a small medical clinic, but no actual hospital.
Okay, let's go there. I'd
That
say
might actually even be better. They usually have better kinds of drugs in smaller clinics.
Yeah, you're able to find it, and when you pull up there, there's no cars parked there.
Or more.
Be deserted.
all right. So get some medical supplies, I guess.
Yeah, for sure. We need to look. You have the phone. Look up, safe painkillers, antibiotics, um, you know, things like that. I don't have any pharmacy, knowledge.
Okay. Yeah, we can see what's there, and then I can look up the names.
Yeah, you're able to get you all a bag of medical supplies or whatever, first aid stuff if you want to.
If they have any band-aids that have like the Powerpuff Girls or something like that, I'll get some.
They do.
All right, I'm gonna
Great.
get some of those.
And we have a Humvee, by the way. So like, I'm like getting bags, like grocery bags full of this stuff, and like, if it's like pharmacy grade, like I'm getting like tons of syringes and like the actual caps where like you have to like pull them in and stuff. Like I'm getting bottles of this stuff because like at this point currency is going to be dead, and if we find anyone, this stuff would be like gold.
Well, or we can use it to help people.
That too, but also we got to look after ourselves.
I don't know, where did that get you so far? Can't even afford your rent.
I don't need a lecture from a 14-year-old right now.
Whereas if you just focus on doing good things, then abundance will come to you.
All right, good.
Yeah, but if you want to spend time in the clinic, you can get you plenty of stuff. That's no problem.
We'll loot it. I mean, we don't see any people though while we're there.
No, but when you come out, y'all both can
Also, like, gonna load up on bottled water. If there's any in the clinic.
Yeah, my sister was obsessed with water as well.
Yeah, you're able to get a few, but yeah, both of y'all make a wisdom test as you come out of it, get ready to prepare to leave.
12. My wisdom is 13, so that just makes it.
Good. I have a nat 20. I'm busy getting the car loaded up, like
Yeah, you are.
your Powerpuff Girl stuff.
Trish, roll me a D4.
4.
Oh man, that's not good. I mean,
Save the bullets.
oh no, that's not good at all. You see a group of 4, what you know are not humans. They're approaching the clinic, and they're not wearing military garbs, but you can tell they're wearing appears to be some kind of uniform. I mean, or something you would think. I mean, maybe some type of, I don't know. You really can't tell from here, but they appear to be very well, probably in their human stage, they would have been very well muscular and very well athletic. And you see them all looking towards you, and they take off running, the whole group towards you in just like a barbaric rage again. And there's 4 of them running towards your group.
Okay, so how far away are they versus the car to me? Do I think I can get to the car before they get to me?
The car will say is about 20 foot from you, and we're going to say they're about 40 to 50.
Okay, so it'd be tight. All right, I'm gonna scream and I'm gonna say, "Get the rifle! The zombies are coming!" And I'm gonna run back into the clinic.
Bridget, roll me. I tell you what, we'll just do it kind of like luck. Roll me a D20 to see if you were cured that had the rifle on you.
Oh man, I meant to say I did. No. 17.
Yep, I went with high, so the rifle's with you.
Nice. Okay. So so I will I shut the trunk and then I pull the gun to my shoulder and I'll fire.
All right. Trish, you run back inside the building. Bridget, you're staying outside to engage him.
Well, I want to be like straining towards the building, like like I'm not running, like I'm not facing it, but I'm like, moving backwards towards the building. I'm not
Yeah.
just standing there and shooting.
Yeah, I'll let you have a free shot on one of them. Go ahead and shoot at one of them.
Okay. 4, and I guess that's under dex.
Yep.
Yeah, so I made it.
Yeah, roll some damage for the
Okay.
rock.
And 1d6 damage. 4 damage.
Yeah, you struck a bullet into it, and it hesitantly stops for just a moment, but all this group of 4 is still running. They're fixing to be right on top of you, Bridget.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna. Don't really have a choice here. I'm gonna. I guess rolling it. I guess initiative, and then if
Yeah, let's roll initiative. You can go ahead and roll 2, Trish, to see what.
I rolled a 3 under my dex.
Shit. 7, which means no, because you have to roll under, right? So I failed.
Yep. All right, Trish, you're in the building, trying to get the building secure, maybe hoping that, your Bridget was right behind you, but unfortunately she's not. But Bridget, you passed, so you can go. This thing, one of them's at 10 foot from you.
Ooh. Yeah, I'm gonna run at the building now. Like it's 10 foot from me. It's too close. I gotta run at the building.
All right. You're going to run towards the building, okay? 2 of them are going to be able to run up and catch you, Bridget. Make me 2 tests, and you'll have to do it at disadvantage. To see, that's one thing that threw me off earlier, because in the way the book has it written, is they get advantage on strength, but it should be disadvantage when they're attacking.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Since we're rolling.
And the book has it wrong, but yeah, so rolling 2 strengths at disadvantage.
Both 10, but I have a 9 of strength.
So 2 fails.
Yeah.
All right. Of course, that's not good at all. So that's not too bad. One of them will do 4 points of damage. The other one does 5 points of damage to you, and make me a con save.
That's just enough to kill me.
Oh, 9 is?
Yeah. Wait, no, I rolled my HP. I forgot this character
Yeah,
to
make it max.
If you're maxing, you should have 10, unless you have con, then you'd have something.
Then I have 1 HP left.
Yeah.
Roll me a con save, though, as they bite into you, dig into you.
2.
So you passed?
Yeah.
All right, you'll just take the damage. You feel, though, when they dig and bite into you, you just feel it's not just the pain. You just feel an awful, just like a sickening, like you get that quick sickening at your stomach, but you're able to resolve it over. The other 2 pass by where you are and being attacked, and they start running towards the front door. Trish, you can close the front door, or is it still open?
Yeah, I closed it. I mean, when I ran inside.
Yeah, they run into the door. We'll say it's a glass door, but they both just crash into it at this point, as there appears that they're trying to figure out how to get in. So, Trish, you failed. You can do something now.
All right. So based on how hard they hit the door, do I think they can smash through it?
You would think, they didn't. There's no cracks or anything in it right now. But you would think that maybe if they keep trying that route, they're eventually going to get in. If you think they're smart enough to keep doing that.
Okay. So what did we notice, since we've already looted this place? Was there a back door?
Yeah, there was.
All right. I the door's locked. I leave it locked. I run to the back door.
All right.
Bridget taught me well.
Bridget, we are back to you then. As 2 of them are on top of you, and you look up. I would say you're not going to see Trish. She run in the building, but you don't see her standing there in the open area. But 2 of them are on you, and you see 2 of them blocking the front door.
Okay, can I grab the rifle?
You still had the rifle on you, right?
Yeah, okay, great. I'm going to put it under my chin, and I'm going to pull the trigger.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully, she hopes that'll be enough to keep her from becoming one of these things. She'd rather die.
Yeah, roll your. Even though you got 1 HP, roll your damage. I mean, it's automatic hit, of course, but.
My damage, right? 3.
Yeah, now roll a con save.
Okay.
Come on, baby.
13 on 13, so fail.
Roll another con save at disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Yep. So
Eight.
you're at the high.
18.
So you failed.
Mhm.
All right. Roll a d4.
3.
In 3 rounds, Bridget will turn into a zombie.
All
Trish, you're running out the back door. What's your plan?
right, so what's out here?
You heard, and also, you would have heard another rifle shot. You know, you would have heard that last rifle shot as probably you got to the back door or going
Yeah.
out.
I mean, I'm hoping that that she's killing them out front, but I she taught me to run, so that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, you
Forrest
open
Gump.
the back door. You know, it's kind of like a small alleyway. You see a dumpster over there, a big trash dumpster, and you see back behind it. There's kind of a wood line, small wood line on further behind, past where the alley and stuff ends.
Okay, is there like a drain pipe that goes up to the roof? Like, do I think I can climb up to the roof?
Roll me a d20. We'll see if there is.
2.
Yeah, there is.
All right, that's what I'm gonna try to do. I'm gonna get up on the roof.
Yeah, make a dex check as you're going up there, and you can, I'd say just a regular one. I mean, you're not doing it too fast, not too slow for sure.
But yeah, exactly. I don't know. 4. So that should be good. 4 is good.
Yep, you pass.
So actually, I guess because should I roll to see if I have the taser with me? I doubt I would have carried the gallon of bleach walking back and forth, but
I don't think you probably have the taser on your person, wouldn't you? I mean, I would think. I mean, that's up to you.
it's small, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's small pistol size.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'll say I had then, but I wouldn't have been carrying the gallon of bleach or the metal pipe walking back and forth loading the car. So I'll get rid of those things. I'm gonna get up on the roof and on my belly and crawl to the front and look down to see the carnage and see what's going on.
Yeah, at that point, you see Bridget rise back up and start groaning and moaning herself.
That's very unfortunate, I say.
You see the 2 that attacked her still around in her area, and you hear the other 2 at the front door. Probably you would think they're still trying to gain entry into the front door.
Hmm.
And to be honest with you, there's not really much further we can go. I mean,
Yeah.
Bridget unfortunately has died. So, Trish, why don't you just tell me how the story's going to end for Trish as she's up on the rooftop on, we'll say, day 5 of this.
So Trish, sits on the roof, probably for, a day and a half. Just these zombies, they don't, maybe they eventually break in, maybe they just wander around the front. They have no reason to leave, so they're hanging out. And then eventually, she hears some loud noise of maybe like a truck or something going down the road, which gets their attention, and they walk away. And when they're far out of sight, she gets into the Humvee and drives off to who knows where, and what adventures befall her and Crystal's next characters.
All right. What about Bridget? Bridget, you have any last thoughts as you maybe come back to life, but not like you were?
God damn it didn't work.
Oh. Oh.
That's exactly what she thinks. Damn it!
Yep, you come back to life, and of course, as you say, Trish says, they all walk off, the group walks off, and maybe as you're up there, you see some more, not of these raging ones, but you see some more lumbering, stumbling ones the next day that you'll stumble by and through the town. Not very many of them, but you're able to do what you say, and I will tell you how the story began and how it ends. We go back to July 3rd, the day before the holiday and the day before the wonderful celebration. It turned into a nightmare. We're inside the Kenner Kim Corporation in the conference room with a group of the executives there. And they have a paper laid out in front of them, and one of them goes, well, this is a bunch of bullshit. I'm going to show them, the Department of Defense, they're going to make us lose our contract with them. Do you realize how much money we would have made off this contract? And a couple more are like, just calm down, Peter. Just, it's not worth doing this. We don't want to You know, we don't want to end the world. I mean, come on. No, this, you know, they want to play games with us, and you know, they don't think we need this for our military and stuff. You know, yeah, we're gonna end this. I'm gonna put a stop to this. And the rest of them try to calm them down. You see this executive come in the next day on the holiday. Of course, the corporation itself is closed besides the workers that are there. I mean, as far as the upper management, middle management are off that day for the holiday. But you see Peter come back in the next day, and he goes back to his office and gets some things, and he goes to one of the control rooms and starts pushing some buttons and turning some things. And you see him go, "Oh, I wish I could be here to see that." As soon as he gets to the end of his sentence, the explosion happens that night. In just moments or seconds after that, the rocket goes straight up in the air and disperses out. Who knows what, as it explodes into this gigantic red glare and fills the atmosphere and starts the beginning of the end of the world as we know it. And that pretty much ends by the rocket's red glare playing the zombie hack once again. And some people made it, some people didn't make it, but some people came back in the end, maybe not like how they wanted to. And that will end this one.
I just gotta say, that guy was a dick. That
Yes.
that dude was a major dick, right?